What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. My Hero Season 7, Episode 12, I think. We were off last week. I don't know if we're going to have any more of these. This is the second time I think they've taken a week off. If we do, you guys just keep me updated and let me know so I can keep track of that. What we had Bakugo's death last episode, or his heart, however you want to specify, his heart stopped. I think most people would categorize that as a death if someone's heart stops, regardless of whatever we're calling it. He's not dead, in my opinion, at all. I perfectly think that he will be up and moving within this arc here. That's just my opinion. I just don't think that they would have the guts to do that. So I'm not phased by this. I'm sure he's going to end up being fine or end up being alive, whatever you want to call it. Midori is still on the way. It looks like he's running into a pack of Nomus, I think, on the way. I saw the little 5-second cold opening there. So we'll see him get through that. So with Bakugo's death, quote unquote, he needs to get here immediately. Not that Bakugo is really making a difference. He did get a little speed boost upgrade, but again, it's not enough juice to really do anything. So it's a really serious situation over here. And then on the flip side, from my explanation, it looks like is this, I don't know if this is how it was broken down. All for One got his hands on one of the airy rewind quirkless, turn you quirkless bullets. And her quirk is, in there, however that ends up being a thing. However they Overhaul was able to, do whatever that was to get that in there. Who knows? So then did that then allow him to take her rewind quirk by just having, however they compacted it, he was able to take it out of there and then possess it. Now there's questions on that as far as, like, since he didn't directly get it from her, because he didn't take her quirk, because he didn't come in contact with her, surely. And I'm sure it doesn't work that way. Like, oh, if they somehow put her quirk in this bullet, just because he takes it doesn't mean it's like a Wi-Fi signal and she loses it. So I'm curious if, how he has all these quirks, if because he had such a little amount of it and it wasn't from her directly, which how he even gets to take it that way is plot, regardless. But I'm assuming it's a one-time thing. Like he can't just keep rewinding and rewinding again and rewinding again if he wanted to. It's not like he has the quirk stored. That's just my guess. Regardless, though, that's a bigger situation that I'm more interested in, because I'm not really interested in what's going on over here until Midoriya shows up. So when we cut back over there, now again, how far is it rewinding him? It looks like it's at least rewinding him back to the point before his face got messed up. And if that's the case, it's like, so then he only has access to the quirks that he had at that point? Or, because we don't know what the quirks that he had at that point. But then I'm assuming he still gets to keep the quirks that he has access to right now. I don't know. Whole bunch of specifics on that. Hopefully they'll break it down for us. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for Endeavor and them over there, because he put a lot of juice into that last Prominence burn. Everybody else is already beat up around him. I'm not sure how. I was hoping Endeavor would get a moment. Unfortunately, we didn't. But let's see what we got. The animation looks a little different. I kind of like it. It's all putting this on eraser. Is there an eye coming out of one of those fingers? Girl, what are you gonna do? She shouldn't even be here. My God. Yeah. Yeah, they all dropped the ball on that shit. Ridiculous. What are we doing with the fabric there, buddy? Are we trying to stitch him back together? Mm-mm. I'm also very curious if Gigantomachia is a factor for the rest of the story, you know? It's such a big like chess piece that I'm curious if the writer just decides to leave it off to the side because we've got so much shit already going on, or if he really ends up making a play. And of course, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we knew this. What the fuck? Oh, your man over there is dead. I don't know how they're all surviving this heat, man. I feel like it's like flying to the so close to the sun. Guys. I feel like it's like them flying too close to the sun. Like, how are you just able to even be around the heat without their just clothes melting, skin melting? Jeez Louise. Oh no. Oh no. Did he just shut? Oh god. Oh no. This is looking kind of bad. So here's my question again, like, do the two Todorokis just run it back again? I'm guessing. And Dabi was just able to copy that real quick. He won't be there to save you. I'm assuming they just run it back again, but like Todoroki's clearly gonna win. Oh, traitors, traitors, traitors. Okay, so we got away from him. I didn't know if we were still gonna be point blank on him. We've never actually seen his face, have we? Never, ever, ever. Like, even in flashbacks, they would always like bang out his face or dark it in. Ooh, interesting. I wasn't expecting the white hair. Haven't they shown us red hair in certain like vestige flashbacks and stuff? Maybe. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. So it's not something he possessed. It was just like an injection. Which is, yeah. And there they go with the creepy opera music. Yeah, it's a one shot. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. If I had one wish, I hope you let all the hatred in your heart out. Awesome. Yeah, he thought maybe Midoriya would push him to that. I mean, if he didn't use that, he dies. Dies. Yep. We're so fucked. Actually. Now the question is, what quirks does he get in that? What Hawks? Chill, bro. Chill. He's gonna have to find some clothes, number one. Oh my god. And now he could just start plucking Yeah. Did he get it already, though? I'll eventually perish? What does he mean by that? Wait. Why did he say he's gonna perish now that he's used this? Is he just gonna... Wait. Is it only gonna... It's just gonna keep rewinding him till the point that, like, he's gonna be useless? Or what? We gotta go back and talk about that part. But the villain in the comic books always ends up losing, though, no matter what. He's still glowing, by the way. What's he's got the gray on gray? That looks kind of dope. What did he just do to that girl? He clearly took her quirk, no? We're in the US and A. Okay. I mean, she kind of just left. I mean, she went, we supported. What do you want us to do? Oh my god. Alright, they're trying to... Yeah. Yeah. They're just gonna play the game, hopefully gain his favor, and if they get a chance to take him out, they'll take him out, but... I mean, I get it. Bro, he's not pulling out a blicky. We'll give him a second here. They really thought he was going to pull out that heat. I'm still so upset how she was introduced and ripped off screen. I would have almost wished she wasn't put on screen. Imagine she's here right now dealing with one of them. Like, she's handling All For One or Shigaraki right now. And is he like stitching together internal organs with those fibers or what? The sound effect they're putting on that is absurd. Oh shit, Ed Shot's actual face. Going through people's bodies? Yeah. Yeah. They're performing some serious surgery in there. What do you mean hang in there? Look at me. Oh no, what Mirio doesn't have enough juice. He doesn't have enough oomph behind any punches. He could dodge all day, but we're sacrificing ourselves here? Class flashback, that was kind of nice. Wait, what? I mean, we knew Bakugo wasn't dead. That lasted for all of not even half an episode. Or going to be dead. Yeah, okay, narrator. Hit me with some shit here. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. I'm with you there. What? But I don't get... Okay, so yeah, that's Genus's work there. Okay. But he has this... That's a... But all those injuries in there... I'm assuming Edgeshot has to stay in there permanently, no? Is that what he means by sacrificing himself? But... Uh-huh. He's just staying there at least until it can be replaced medically. Ah, staying in that thin of a form is affecting his life. Okay. So he's planning to hopefully revive him before he gives up his life force. I thought he was saying, like, I'm going to permanently stay inside this boy's heart. I was like, wait, what? Guys. I don't know why I'm saying guys, like they can do anything about this. Oh, shit. Ooh, nice. It doesn't do anything, but it does something for the right now. Yeah, it doesn't do anything, but it helps us in the moment. Oh. Hold on. Hold on. He's really thinking. He said, I felt a slight sting. Eh? Maybe. It's possible. Jesus. She's down both arms, no? Oh, peekaboo. Haha. I'm pretty sure she's both arms, Dunzo. Edgeshot is in there giving his life. Okay, that's main body contact, but doesn't he regen though? This is going way too well, by the way. Way too well. Girl needs help back there. They keep showing the inner kid of him. And it makes me think that that inner kid is going to be talk no jutsu'd out of this by the end. At least Shigaraki's part will. Now, will that just mean that All For One fully takes over his body and mind and consciousness in the end? Perhaps. Oh, God. Those are forming into bodies. He's covering himself in hands. Whoa. Reminds me of, Mahito. She is without both arms. Jesus. Girl. What is Mirio gonna... What can he do? Don't let him just hit you. Yeah, but like, it's also like, what can he do, bro? There's no juice behind anything. Yeah, he has no thunder power, man. Yeah, they've made some art and animation changes this episode, and I've kind of liked it. Oh, fuck. Is this the Midoriya show here? Not Night Eye. Are Night Eye and Midnight the only two characters that have passed? Oh. Are they letting somebody in? Mirio, it's your time. Stand up for us. Stand up for us. One time for the one time. One time. Just one time. See ya. Imagine he just pops up outside of the barrier. What's the play here, though? Distraction. Got it. That's all we needed. Okay? What can you do? I hate that that's how they went about that, but what can you do? Are they gonna end it right there? Wow. Wow. So I guess the two questions are... That's a great shot. Definitely thumbnail worthy. I'm sure everybody will use that on the YouTubes. Can we talk about the statement? Oh, yeah. We're back here. Right here. Now that I've used the rewinding, I'll eventually perish. What do we mean by that? My only thought process is like, is there no way to stop it? But I figured it would have an ending point, being with how much they were able to refine and use. But again, I don't know. Her quirk is ridiculous as hell. They leave it off screen purposefully. But I'm curious, is like, this is the whatever he refined and changed it to, if it was just a rewind button, and once you press it, there's no stopping it. It goes until you're going to be rewound to a point that I'm assuming you cease to exist. Is that the explanation we're going for here? It's not like Eri, where she can like pick and choose and like go back like a day, 2 days, a month, years if she wanted to. I feel like this is just a, once you press this button, it doesn't stop rewinding. That's my only thought process and explanation on that. Now the question is, how long do you get? Number one. and kind of like how long do you get through the stages of it. So like right now he might be like in his direct prime. How long will he get to stay in that? A minute? An hour? Like how quickly does he keep getting yanked back to where like, oh, I'm in my prime, okay, slightly before, okay, now I'm like really weak. And then the question of kind of when you have the stockpile thing, it's like, does he have access to the quirks that he currently has stockpiled, or the copies, I guess, because he's not the original one, or he gave the original ones away. And like as he's going back through time, is he getting the access to the quirks that he had at that specific time? I would like to say no, because that just makes things way too complicated as hell. And I feel like it also, I want to say it kind of defeats the purpose of the stockpile quirks, because we've kind of gotten that throughout the series of like, oh, what if Monoma stole this or stole that? But it's like, just because he stole it, he doesn't have anything in it to use. You know, the argument of like why he, even if he stole one for all, he doesn't have the stockpiles of it to use it. He just kind of like has the base shell of the quirk. That's what I'd like to think this is, because it's just going to be so, I mean, you could already rip out any abilities you want, but it's like, okay, I was at this age and I did have these quirks on me, so let me use this. Oh hell, I just got rewound to age 20. These are the only quirks I had at this point. He starts using them, they stop working. Oh man, I just got rewound to age 19. Like, I'm using the quirks that I had. I feel like that's a lot to deal with. I would like to think like it's just going to rewind him physically, but the quirks that he has are the quirks that are the copies that he has on him, and then what he might be able to steal in that time. But again, that asks the question of like, oh god, even if he steals quirks at this exact time, he's still constantly getting rewound. So it's like, do you permanently get access to the... I would like to think yes, because if we're going to say that he only gets access to the quirks that he currently has in him, anything that he takes, he should be able to currently use. And it's just rewinding him physically. It's not actually rewinding the base of his quirk, I would like to think. One would think, because you would ask yourself, like, if that's the case, and she was to rewind, let's say, a Todoroki or a Bakugo right now. You know how they've kind of like gone to the next level with their quirks? Bakugo's got this like glands from everywhere in his body being able to like propel him and, you know, all this crazy shit. And Todoroki's developed this like, you know, perfect harmony of like hot, cold, hot, cold. If you rewound them, are their quirks still at that level and they're just getting rewound physically? Or like, is the progress that they've also made with their quirks getting rewound? I would like to think the quirks are not affected by her rewind, because you open the door for just a shitload of confusion on top of it. I'd like to think whatever you reach with your quirk stays there. She's not actually touching that. Your body is just getting physically rewound. So, you know, we rewind, we get to keep the achievements that we've gotten. So I'd like to think that's probably what happens with him. He's not getting rewound. When he's getting rewound, he's not getting access to any quirks that he's had in the past. It's just physically changing him. So now he has his ears, he has his eyes, he can breathe normally, everything's physically changing. But I have a feeling there's no stop button on this, and he's just going to keep rewinding to a point that he's pretty much a kid and useless at that point, one would assume. But then I also would assume that any quirks that he gets his hands on in this time frame should be something he'd be able to use in the moment. That's my only explanation. Maybe there's a whole other different explanation on why he says he's going to perish. I don't 100% have an answer for that, but we'll see. We will leave it there seeing. So Edgeshot is going to essentially sacrifice himself for Bakugo. I was confused on that as well. I didn't know if he was talking, you know, solely on the fact that, you know, I can go in there, but I'll have to permanently stay in there until he could get proper medical attention, maybe. But it looks like he can't stay in the physical form that he's trained his quirk to for too long. It looks like the explanation that we're getting. But yeah, like I said, if you were a Bakugo fan, Bakugo's your favorite. There's no reason to be nervous or sad or have anything. Like, man's going to be perfectly fine. We'll keep going. I'm assuming next episode we'll see what those... I thought there were Nomus approaching him when he was kind of over the ocean. I'm going to assume we'll get a flashback to whatever that is going forward. And that's about it. We'll kind of go ahead and leave that there. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, subscribe, and as always,